Beyond mother of Olympics medalist Stephen Nedoroscik, thrilled over victory. As a real-life Clark Kent from Superman lore, Worcester native and Florida transplant Stephen Nedoroscik captured television audiences and social media viewers as the unassuming, bespectacled gymnast-turned-medal-winning pommel horse guy at the 2024 Summer Olympics. And behind every great pommel horse guy, there's a great pommel horse mom. Meet Ma Kent, Cheryl Nedoroscik. Along with Stephen's father, retired Worcester police officer John Nedoroscik, and Stephen's two sisters, Anastasia, Stephen's twin, and Samantha, Mrs. Nedoroscik, a client experience manager for Bay State Savings Bank in Holden, was cheering on the hometown superhero during the Olympics last month, in which Stephen Nedoroscik led the USA men's gymnastics team to win the bronze, the first team medal the US had won in 16 years. He also won bronze in his signature event, pommel horse. Oh my gosh, it's surreal. I am beyond proud and excited. It seems like anywhere I go and they see my name, they're like, "Are you related?" Mrs. Nedoroscik said. It was a dream come true for all of us. We were just ecstatic that he hit all three routines with no real falters. He did an amazing job. Mrs. Nedoroscik confesses that she was nervous for her son during the competition. I really wanted Steve to do well because there were so many derogatory remarks about the USA choosing him to be on the five-man team. Since he is a specialist, Mrs. Nedoroscik said. And the pommel horse can be very cruel. If you ask any men gymnast, they will tell you they hate the pommel because it's so easy to fall off. That was my biggest fear. I really wanted him to do extraordinarily well for the team, and he did. But it wasn't easy for Mrs. Nedoroscik. My heart is pounding like you can't imagine in those stands. I feel like I was going to faint or pass out. I didn't know what I was going to do, but I had to do some breathing exercises, she said. On TV, you'll see me at the beginning. You can watch me breathing because I'm just so scared. And I believe in Steve, but I also know how the pommel horse is. There's nobody that does the pommel horse who has not fallen in a competition. Falling off the pommel horse is par for the course, even for Stephen Nedoroscik. Mrs. Nedoroscik recalls watching her son fall off the pommel horse during the trials for the Tokyo Olympics in 2020. Steve was the one pegged to get the specialist position for that Olympic, she said. And everybody, including myself, thought he was going to get the spot. But on the very first day he fell. He lost a full point, and that was the end of his Olympic dreams for 2020. Despite his temporary agony of defeat, Stephen Nedoroscik soon felt the thrill of victory again when he became the first, and still the only American, to win the World Pommel Horse Championship in 2021. And then in 2024, the two Olympic bronze medals. The first thing that went through my head is he did it. He didn't fall. He didn't have bad mistakes. And that's why I was jumping up and down. Mrs. Nedoroscik said. The second thing that was going through my head was me thanking God and all of the family members that are no longer with us that I felt was here with him, helping him along. And then the third thing I thought of, all the hard work he put in as a young man. And he's dedicated himself to being the best on the pommel that he can be.